Well, Sláinte, and how do you do, buckaroos, and how the heck are you? I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, although I'm not technically having whiskey for this video. I wanted to do two martinis. So a friend gave me a cocktail smoker, so I've been doing, old fashions, Manhattans, anything I can smoke. But I decided to try a martini because I haven't done one before, and quite frankly, I've never heard of anybody smoking a martini. So I decided to do two dirty martinis made exactly the same, other than I'm going to smoke one of them. So, but I decided to use vodka. I thought about using gin, but I thought vodka might take the smoke a little more cleanly. I guess I'm fixed real fast here, and we'll be back in business. There we go. All right then. So here's what I got. I've already smoked it, but I'm gonna kind of do it again just for effect. So what I've done here is I've done again two dirty vodka martinis. I'm using the same vodka, and I will show you that in a second, right after I'm done smoking this particular cocktail. The lid on it there. Anyways, yeah. So let's see, where did I put it here? Where did I put it? I had it right here. What did I do with it, man? It's right here. I got the High Rock vodka, distilled 7 times. It's an 88 proof vodka. I bought this in June. How do I remember that? It was at the end of June because it was my last weekend before my knee surgery. So I do remember picking that up. I got just a tiny bit left there, as you can see. Highly crafted. I bought several products from them. This is from Sugarland. But I decided to try it because the price was very good on it. It really is decent vodka, especially for the price. It was rather reasonable. It had a lot of stuff marked down. So anyway, so here's the regular dirty martini. About 2.5 ounces of vodka, a splash of olive juice, a couple bacon cheddar olives. I'm using the last of my bacon cheddar olives that I picked up at a gourmet Italian shop in Weston, Missouri. Anyway, Sláinte. I'm going to set that down. I'll pick up the smoked one here and see if I can tell a noticeable difference. Yeah, I have a good gin. I have a couple good gins actually, and I thought about using it. Let's use the vodka. You definitely can. So what did I use? I decided last week I just used the pear wood. Earlier today I used some oak. Today, or for the martinis, I decided to use the beech wood. Definitely can't smell it on the nose there. Let's see if I can taste it. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Oh, that's nice. So if you like smoke, as I do, if you like to smoke meat, if you think everything should be smoked, uh, your hamburgers, your sausages, your brisket, your zucchini, your whatever, you think everything belongs on a smoker, then you will like this. Let me go back to my regular one here. Yeah, that was one of the reasons I decided to use the vodka, right? Because vodka being clean, right? With no specific flavor, I thought, well, I should just be able to taste that smoke, and that you can. So here on the regular one, I can taste that vodka. It gets very clean, and then the olive juice is really what you're tasting here. Uh, so yeah, because again, I'm not using gin, so I'm not getting those botanicals on the nose. I'm just using the vodka. What I get on the nose, in all honesty, is all that beechwood smoke. That's all I'm smelling. But what am I tasting? Yeah, I'm tasting that beechwood smoke. I mean, that's really all I'm getting here. I feel the olive juice. Don't get me wrong; you can taste the olive juice in there. But yeah, it just gives that beechwood smoke something to hang on to. You just feel that light smoke. I didn't use a lot of wood in there, just a little bit again because I knew I was using the vodka. So yeah, what I taste is basically liquid smoke here in vodka. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's beautiful, man. I can just taste the smoke, man. Anyway, I digress. Uh, but I digress. I'm gonna finish up my regular one here. I'm gonna let that sit a second. No, well, let's see. I'm trying to think. I kind of misrepresented how much I've got each drink. To be honest with you, I kind of forgot. I used two, three, four. Yeah, it's about 2 ounces of vodka in each cocktail. I didn't use any dry vermouth, and you can sometimes. Some folks will want dry vermouth and they're dirty. I typically don't, but I do every once in a while. You just add a drop or two, but this one is just the vodka and the olive juice. Because again, I want to keep it as clean as possible. I wanted to really see how much that beechwood smoke would come through. See, now that I know that, it kind of gives me a baseline. Right now, I want to do a gin martini with those botanicals and see how that smoke will affect that. Biscuits. Thought about getting out today. In fact, I always think about getting out on my day off until my day off comes, and I decide I don't want to put on clothes and go anywhere. It's been happening to me about the last 3 weeks. We had to go out last Saturday because we'd already made plans. I already bought the tickets to go to the movies. We already had the gift certificate to go to out to eat. So we had to go somewhere last Saturday. It was very cold, so we had made plans where we thought about doing some other things after the things we'd already made plans for or already, dedicated to do. But it was so cold, I just didn't want to do them anymore. I think again today, I mean, there's a few places. It wasn't terribly bad out there. It was just, wasn't super cold, but it just looked dismal. I thought about going to a couple places, and then I just decided I didn't want to put clothes on. That's kind of how my days off have been going. I feel like I want to do something right up until that day off hits, right up until I wake up on that day off morning and I say, I ain't putting clothes on today. I'll get up, I'll take a shower because I'm a little bit, I don't know what the right word is. Wife says OCD. Fastidious, maybe. I have to have a shower, man. This is the first thing I do every morning. Day off or not day off, I got to have a shower every morning. Sometimes every evening too. But and I got up. I took a shower this morning. I fixed breakfast for everybody. But I decided that was as ambitious as I was going to get. Well, that's not true either. I got lunch and dinner ready. I got the bean soup ready to go. But then I decided that was as ambitious as it was going to get. There was a couple of places I would have liked to have gone to there, or I thought I might have wanted to do that. And then I decided, no, I'm not putting clothes on. Then as I'm looking through social media and Facebook, and I saw events pop up that I thought about going to at the time. Oh, I forgot that was going today. Wife says, "Do you want to go?" I said, "No, not now." I did at the time that I first saw that event. I thought it was a great idea. I would want to do that until it becomes that day and that notification comes up. I said, no, I ain't going out now. Now I'm tired. I'm in my pajamas and I don't want to put clothes on. I ain't going anywhere now. 3 days ago, it sounded like a great idea, but today, not so much. But a week ago, when I first saw that event, I said, yes, I definitely want to do that. Until it pops up. Oh, that ain't happening today. I'm sorry I gave some of you false hope because I really wanted to do it. It sounded like a great idea. The moment I saw it, I said, oh, that would be a lot of fun, right up until the time I actually have to put on clothes and go outside, and then it's no fun anymore. If I could do it all from my living room, like 2020 when everything was, streamed, right? All my favorite local artists were doing streams from their home. You got to watch everybody's concert from my living room. Now you have to actually get outside to do that, and I'm just not a fan of that. Not a big fan anymore. I used to be. There was a time when if I had a day off, the second I had clothes on, I was out the door. Would drive my wife crazy. We had to be doing something all the time, and now I don't even want to do a damn thing. I was so restless. If I had a day off, we had to be going somewhere, even if it was nowhere. We had to be doing something, even if there wasn't a big plan. Something had to be done. Yeah. Rob, he says, I can't sit still. A wife, a home buddy, but I'm always want to be on the go. Yeah, see, that's how I was, well, probably honestly, I was going to say 20 years ago, but probably up till a decade ago, that's probably exactly how I was. Well, no, that's not even true either. Probably up until 2020, that's exactly what I was. But now I just don't want to go anywhere. It's like I've had my fill. you know, I've done all of those things already. There's no reason for me to do them again. Yeah, no, my wife has always been the home buddy, but she's always kind of humored me and gone out even when she didn't really want to, because she knew I was restless. But now neither one of us wants to leave the damn house. Like I said, it always sounds like a great idea right up until the time I actually have to do it, and then it just doesn't sound like a good idea anymore. I keep telling friends, well, I'm going to do this, I'll be here, I'll be there, but no. Rebecca, yeah, it all sounds great until it's the time. Yeah, I'm too. You see, that's it. Yeah, I mean, I'm right here. I'm comfortable. I'm in my sweats. I got the food here. I got the booze here. There's no reason for me to get outside. I talk to people all week long. On my day off, I don't have that need to be social as much as I once did. And yeah, back, when our kids were little, I mean, gosh, every day off. And part of that was because my work was so stressful. What I was doing was just so stressful. I was putting in so many hours that when I had that rare day off, I just had to get out of my head, right? I wanted to be out of the house, wanted to be doing something different. But it's different now, where wife and I are empty nested and we don't have any animals anymore. And I just I'll read those events. Oh, this would be perfect. This would be perfect. This would be perfect. Right up until the day of the event, I said, no, I don't want to put clothes on now. I don't see the point. Why would I want to get dressed now? It's cold out there. It's hot out there. It's something. It's windy. It's raining. It's snowing. It's absolutely perfect. Why would I go out now? There's always a reason to not go anywhere. I don't have the money. I don't want to spend the money. Yeah. Anyways, I digress. So I really like the smoked version. That's why I wanted to use the vodka. So I wanted to see, and I wanted to use the beechwood. I thought about doing the oak too, but I wanted to use the beechwood as opposed to say the pear or the cherry because it's more of a neutral smoke. I just wanted to see how much would take. So I didn't use much wood in there. I was just kind of curious, and it really does kind of permeate that vodka. I was just really curious how it would go. Uh, Rona drove me crazy with everything shut down. I'll be honest with you. I was kind of bothered a little bit, but quite frankly, I kind of got used to it. It didn't really, you know, uh, for somebody who was always on the go up to that point, I think my wife thought it would drive me crazier than it did. There was a point where I just got comfortable being home, and now it's kind of ruined me. I just want to be home now. And for a lot of reasons, right? I mean, I always did enjoy cooking. It was not like I just learned how to cook in 2020, but I was able to really concentrate on certain things during 2020. I became the best bartender I know, so I just wanted to, now I just want to be home. I am loving that smoker, man. I cannot thank you enough, Josh. It is awesome. I'm just playing around with a different. Last week, when I first used it, I just used the pearwood. Earlier today, I used just the oak on on two versions of an old fashioned, and now I was always curious why nobody smokes a martini. Everybody wants to smoke an old fashioned, but nobody will smoke anything else. That's why I wanted to do a Manhattan and I wanted to do a martini because it seems natural to smoke a martini because you've got that, again, especially a vodka martini that's going to absorb that smoke. This thing is gorgeous. I don't know why everybody's not smoking a martini. It's an absolutely beautiful concept. So thanks, Josh and Rebecca. You guys were awesome. And you're too good to an old man. Got a lot of friends over there, but you guys, Josh, Rebecca, Clinton, Amy, Jennifer and Doug. I mean, so many people. Sid, Peter, Ron, daytime and nighttime, Ron, Steve. So many people out there just treat me so extremely well. I just love being there. Brandon, I almost forgot Brandon and Serena. Those guys were always so good to me, giving me pizza. Mike and Linda. People are always feed me, and hope I'm not leaving anybody out, but I feel like I am. Uh, yeah, Brandon and Serena. Really love Brandon. He's like that. Brandon's like that much younger brother, or I'm like that just slightly older uncle. You know? I kind of want to take him under my wing. Oh, mercy, Percy. Yeah, this is nice. So yeah, so I finished off the smoke. Now I'm finishing off the one without the smoke, and it is very enjoyable. But I got to be honest with you. Now that I've had a smoke martini, I'm not sure I can ever go back. I mean, I gotta tell you, no, I'm serious. That is extremely delicious. I do want to try it with gin because I'm curious. But that was the reason I wanted to do the vodka first because vodka is very clean, um, doesn't have a particular taste. So I thought, well, I want to see how that wood absorbs, right? And it was brilliant. So I knew it. Now I want to try a very herbal gin and just see how it takes to that as well. But I just love the idea of a smoked martini. I'm not sure why others aren't doing it, to be honest with you. And I'm not sure why the only drink that should be smoked is an old fashioned. I get it. It works well, but why not? Why aren't more folks smoking a Manhattan, which is, I mean, they're very similar cocktails. But then the martini seems like an obvious cocktail to smoke, and I'm not sure why nobody's doing it. Mercy Percy. Anyways, anyway, I digress. I'm Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, man. All around good guy. Thanks for tuning in. Sláinte.